I've done work painting people's backyards. I've painted bars and clubs and all these places that usually you wouldn't think about. My name is Bolaebi Okah. I'm a multidisciplinary artist and artist.
I went to secondary school in Corona, Agbara, and after that I went to college in the US where I studied art and design. And after some years living in Toronto, Canada, I moved back to Nigeria to try to push street art and public art installations.
I like to push street art in the sense of creating images that speak about the community and also help beautify the surroundings. We live in a country where we're all surrounded by walls, fences everywhere, every house has a fence. So I always had this idea that instead of fences just being something that constantly divides us, it could be a way of us reaching out to each other and showing what we care about, beautiful artworks and color, and make the whole place more appealing. For art, it has always been a natural inkling as long as I can remember. I've always had this strong compulsion to create, to make things, either sculpture or creating comics like we do as kids, or just even making songs like we did as an adult for an avenue where I could. I do a lot of work for my passion on trying to inspire work and artwork being outside and open to the public. But a lot of work I do is also paid. I do work for brands. I've been working with Tiger Beer, so you might have seen the pillars on Zumba. I did those. I've also done a campaign for Nike, a mural for the Women's World Cup a couple years back or a few years back, and also all the bars and clubs. They're all paid for. So most of the work I do is creating a commercial avenue for creatives. So reaching out to people also to show what is possible with their space instead of what other people might normally do. And yeah, and with any profit I have, I try to push my narrative and do as many projects as I can, and also to help push as many creatives as I can. I wanted to, figure out a way to bring artists together, bring talents together, and do groundbreaking work and work that would also inspire other creatives. So it started from me creating by myself and working with another artist, and from there going to working with more artists. We put together works and put together our own exhibitions in alternate spaces rather than galleries, and also find ways to exhibit other artists that might not have a way to display in a normal gallery. I think my biggest problem is the system that already existed here before for creatives to sell their work and how they were valued. Because as I got here and opportunities didn't exist, so I had to start creating it. And I've also been working to create that for other artists too, creating avenues and job opportunities anywhere I can by showing people what is possible with art outside the natural gallery settings, that art can also be commercialized in so many ways. I've done work painting people's backyards. I've painted bars and clubs and all these places that usually you wouldn't think about. And the effect is that a lot more people are seeing these things and wanting some artwork in their personal space and in their businesses. And that has also created a lot of jobs for creatives. And I want to opportunity to tell stories that reach us, and also avenues for people to display their creativity. Something I think is important for us to dream. And when you see dreams, it makes you imagine. And I want to inspire that for people to want more from each other.